Okay, here we are at the first chorus. It is basically a 2-bar phrase played 3.5 times. It sounds a bit odd, but it makes sense when you hear it. So let me just play and teach the first 2-bar phrase, and then we'll discuss the format. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what you heard me do there was play an A5 chord 4 times, then straight to a D chord, okay, which is open D, second on the A, third on the B, and we have the F sharp at the top, second on the high E string, and then we play that a further 2 times, and then we just use this as a bit of a jumping off point. We hit the open D and open G together, then we play a G chord, okay, then we play a D chord. Okay, and the way I do a G chord for this is thumb round the low E, and the thumb also mutes that A string. Then the D and the G are open. Then this first finger bars across the third B and high E. Okay, so it's going to sound like this: 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was the 3.5 times, and then also launching into the next verse. So what you heard me do there was play this figure, then a further 2 times, and then imagine you were starting the 4th time. The only difference is you don't play the second half of it. So it's 3, 4. You let that D hang, and at the end of the second bar, 2, 3. You go back to this. Okay, so now we are at the second verse. The only difference being from before, there's no riff at the start without vocals. We launch straight into the vocal, and we played the riff 4 times underneath the vocal, same as we did in the first verse. Okay, so we arrive at the second bridge, and it's exactly the same as before. We play our riff, and at the end we do our E build-up, and I'll just remind you. Okay, and we now arrive at our second chorus, which is also exactly the same as before, with one slight difference before we go into the pre-solo section. So the chorus will do this exactly the same as before. Now you notice I leapt into the pre-solo part there, and the only difference was, if you remember, at the end of the first chorus we left 2 bars, or just almost 2 bars, before we launch back into. This time it's and then straight in, so we just leave 1 bar at the end of the second chorus before launching into the pre-solo section.